I'm 32 male, need to get this off my chest because the last 6 months have been a total shit show. My ex and I were together for 5 years, living together for 3. We had the same dumb jokes, traveled well together, and I legit thought we were solid. We'd even started house hunting last year. Not saying it was perfect, but about 6 months ago, things started getting weird. Ex was suddenly working late, multiple times a week. Phone always face down, taking calls in another room. Classic red flag behavior, right? But I kept gaslighting myself that everything was fine. Narrator, it was not fine. One night while she was at the gym, her laptop pinged with a message. Yeah, invasion of privacy, whatever. The preview showed up on screen. Can't wait to see you again tomorrow. He has no idea, right? I didn't go nuclear immediately. Instead, I watched. New phone passcode. Sketchy explanations for her whereabouts. Money disappearing from our house fund. $11,500 to be exact. I tracked that shit like a hawk. When she was in the shower one day, I checked her phone. Messages to someone saved as work project going back 3 whole months. Not work stuff at all. Weekend plans, future talk, and the kicker, literally laughing about how I'd never find out. One text actually said, "He'll never discover what I've hidden." Too trusting, LOL. Instead of losing my shit, I went cold. Tactical. I documented everything. Screenshots, bank statements showing withdrawals, hotel receipts charged to our shared credit card that I primarily paid for. Even dropped $1,200 on a PI to get photo evidence. Worth every penny. I moved most of my stuff out while she was on a work trip with him, confirmed by PI pics. Left just enough so she wouldn't notice right away. Changed my direct deposit to a new account. Talked to a lawyer to make sure I wasn't screwing myself legally with the shared accounts/lease. I played normal for one more week while finishing my exit plan. Then I ghosted. Left a note. I know everything. Don't contact me. Blocked everywhere. That was 3 months ago. Updates on the fallout coming because holy hell, it's been a ride. Damn, wasn't expecting this much response. Thanks for the awards and DMs, guys. After I vanished, X blew up my email, only contacts she could find, with the whole spectrum, confused, angry, you're overreacting, desperate, please let me explain. Radio silence from me. Then she started showing up at my work. My boss knew the situation, so I ninja'd my way out back entrances when she appeared. Third attempt, she cornered me in the parking garage. Tearful, saying it was just a fling and didn't mean anything. I just went, was $11,500 from our house fund also nothing? How about the Hilton charges on my credit card? She tried the misunderstanding angle and begged me to come home talk. I told her that wasn't home anymore and mentioned I had proof. What proof? She snapped. The work project texts, hotel receipts, bank withdrawals, photos of you two at the lake house last month. She went from defensive to deer in headlights real quick. I walked away while she was still processing. Next day, her mother called. We'd always been tight. Gave me the everyone makes mistakes speech. Then hit me with, she said you must have been spying on her for months. That's disturbing behavior. I laughed. Ask your daughter about the $11,500 she took from our house fund to finance her boyfriend's business. Then tell me who's disturbing. Sudden silence. Then just click. 2 days later, X tracked down my new place, thanks to a mutual friend who's now blocked. Showed up with a folder looking like absolute hell. I can explain everything, she said. 5 years shouldn't end like this. I let her in. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back, right? She opened her folder, bank statements showing she deposited $4,000 back into our old account. I'm paying it all back, she claimed. It was just a loan for his business, but I realize now how wrong that was. And the other $7,500? I asked. I'll get it back. He promised. That's when I pulled out MY folder. Time for the receipts. Literally. The look on her face when I pulled out my folder. Priceless. Like she thought we were about to reconcile or something. Nope. I laid everything out chronologically. Text screenshots, dated, bank withdrawals, time-stamped, hotel receipts with her signature, and the PI photos of them together at restaurants, the lake house, and making out at his car right outside our apartment. The audacity. With each document, She got quieter. By the end, just staring at the pile. You had me followed? She whispered. Had to confirm what I already knew. Wouldn't have needed to if you weren't so busy hiding everything. Then I dropped the mic. Messages where she and work project explicitly discussed taking our house fund money for his business. Messages where she bragged I'd never notice because I trusted her completely with our finances. I was going to propose next month, I told her. Had the ring picked out and everything. Cue the waterworks. She claimed work project manipulated her and she'd already ended things. When? I asked. 2 weeks ago, she said without hesitation. I slid across the final PI photo, dated 3 days earlier, of them at dinner. Game. Set. Match. Complete meltdown followed. Full confession, she'd been planning to dump me for months, but wanted financial security first. Work project convinced her they'd build a life together once his business took off, but he needed startup cash. My cash, apparently. I'll do anything to fix this, she kept saying. There's nothing to fix, I replied. But there is the matter of the missing $7,500 and $2,300 in credit card charges. She panicked. I can't pay that now. Can we work out a payment plan? I handed her my attorney's formal demand letter. Repay $9,800 within 30 days or face legal action. You're suing me? She gasped. I'm giving you a chance to make it right, I said. Your choice. She left with the letter, sobbing about how cruel and unforgiving I was. Call me heartless. Said the real me wouldn't do this. Plot twist. The real me also wouldn't let someone steal $12,000 and nuke 5 years of trust. 2 months since my last post, and this is the finale since everything's settled now. After my attorney's letter, X went ghost mode for a week, then showed up with her father in tow. Father has always been solid, so I agreed to talk privately. I've seen everything, he said. Our family doesn't condone what she did. Then placed an envelope on the table with a cashier's check for the full $9,800. You didn't have to do that, I said. Yes, I did. My daughter made terrible choices, but our family pays our debts. She'll be repaying me. He apologized for how mother initially reacted, saying they'd had a family come to Jesus meeting where the full truth came out. Apparently, X had been spinning tales about me being controlling and paranoid to justify her escape. Before leaving, Father shook my hand and said, "You are going to be family. I'm sorry that won't happen now, but I respect how you handled this." With dignity. Should have been the end, but 2 weeks later, work project called me from an unknown number. According to him, X had presented herself as single when they met. By the time he discovered she lived with someone, she convinced him we were practically broken up and just roommates until the lease ended. He claimed no knowledge about the house fund money. She'd said it was her personal savings. When he learned the truth, he bailed. Not asking for forgiveness, he said, but wanted you to know I never would have gone there if I'd known the real situation. Whether that's true or not, don't care anymore. Through the grapevine, I heard X move back with her parents. The business she invested in, some dropshipping nonsense, completely tanked. Work project apparently ghosted with the remaining cash. Karma doing its thing. As for me, surprisingly good. The whole thing was a harsh trust lesson, but also taught me self-respect. I'm proud I gathered evidence, got professional advice, and held my ground instead of making emotional scenes. Started dating again recently. Nothing serious yet. My new place is actually nicer than our old apartment, and I got promoted at work. Amazing how productive you can be when not dealing with a toxic relationship. The house fund has restarted, solo account this time. Sometimes the trash really does take itself out. You just have to be willing to open the door. Thanks for all the support. For everyone saying I should have just talked it out with her, LMAO. You can't reason with someone who's actively laughing about deceiving you while stealing your money.